All right, guys. So if you're mid, or let's be honest, if you're not attractive, then this is a video for you. How to approach a woman. And truth be told, is like there is a way how to approach a woman if you're not that attractive. I mean,
Mhm.
there is a way. It's just that, it's just, some guys get too nervous a lot of the times and they expect the woman to
Mhm.
reject them. And it just hurts when you get rejected by a woman that you don't know. So
Yeah, of
let's see what
course.
they have to say.
Mid. If you are bare minimum mid, like it doesn't matter how tall you are, your muscle, your money, this
Bullshit. Okay. If you're a fucking 3 foot five, 3 foot guy, it matters how tall you are. It does. Maybe not in Mexico as much, but in the United States, women really judge a guy by his height.
is the 100% most effective way to approach one. I have taken notes from
In fact,
men.
when you if you approach a woman, it matters more how you look. It's almost the same as Tinder. Because they're like, okay, I only have this to see. I don't know your personality. I don't know your friends. I don't know where you live. In fact, I'm gonna see your worst version because you're nervous.
Yeah, like uh like for me as a woman, I think it matters. It doesn't matter if you are like Brad Pitt or whatever. What matters is that you are confident with yourself and that your hygiene, for example, stuff like that. But
Yeah,
like, uh-huh.
yeah. I mean, American women are just more. They're more unrealistic about this.
Age range 22 to 37, like decades of hoeing around. And now men on the internet are confirming that this has worked for
What she say?
22. I have taken notes from men aged range 22 to 37, like decades of hoeing around.
Oh, she knows what she's talking
And
about.
now men on the internet are confirming that this has worked for them. Chances are you are focusing on the completely wrong thing when you're thinking about approaching. The number one goal of how you start the conversation is to simply start the conversation. One way to do this is with a respectful compliment, especially if it's on something that she consciously chose. This can be her hair, this can be her shirt, this can be the book that she's reading. All you got to do is start the conversation. If compliments just aren't coming into your mind, this can be a context question. Now, I go over pickup lines that relate to context questions and just how to keep conversations going in my workshop, which you can grab from the top of my page. These are things like you're at a club, you ask, oh, where have you been out tonight? Did you just get in, or like, what's the vibe? Typically, this sort of conversation works better with a younger crowd, whereas the compliment will work better with slightly older, more mature women because they, would appreciate a guy with balls. Make sure you're
They
approaching
like younger
her within
guys.
eyesight so she doesn't get literally scared by you coming up behind her being like, I think you're so beautiful. And then just be normal. Try to speak relatively slowly, relatively quietly, politely, openly invite her out for coffee if she's free.
Yeah, generally, I would tell guys just to expect to get rejected and be okay with it.
Yeah.
Because when you okay, this might work. It puts your hopes up. But you're like, oh man, she's gonna reject me. Let me just do it. You already have negative energy.
Yeah.
So it's almost like expect her to say no. Expect not to see her, but just give it a try and be positive.
Yeah, of course.
You know. And another thing is that it's almost like a good line to tell women is like, well, there's a bunch of them, but it pretty much just comes down to you being in a peaceful, happy state, and that really does. That's what I tell guys: meditate. If you meditate and you approach a woman after meditating, it's much easier than approaching a woman after having a drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you're at peace.
Wow.
Like Jesus had hoes, man. Jesus had a lot of women who liked them. Jesus was very confident. The Buddha had a lot of women who liked them because a guy who is at peace with himself, a guy who just comes out of like meditation, he's just more relaxed
Yeah.
and accepts pain a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And when you know that you could handle her rejection and still be at peace, it changes your whole demeanor,
Yeah.
you know. But a good line, I'll be honest with you, it's just like it's almost like a guy asking her. I always use this when I was younger. It's almost like saying like, "Hey, I could what was it? What was the line again? I'm trying to think about it. Say, "Hey, I'm sorry, like I couldn't let you go without saying hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, you look so beautiful. How can I let you go?"
And that's nice because, for example, we are looking for men approaching with confidence.
Hmm.
Like when it's for us women, yeah, I totally want to date a guy that I really like physically. But if that doesn't happen, I can give you a chance. If I can see that you're confident and you're friendly and whatever, and you're
Mhm.
when we women think that someone is creepy is because he's like so conscious of himself, and he's like, oh, begging for love and
Mhm.
whatever. So we are like, no, you're creepy. Even if you're the most handsome guy, if you're like that, we are going to reject you.
Yeah, and a big part is that guys just don't notice how they look like they're acting.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like it's really hard. Like you hear the same guy, he could be the most normal guy, like, hey, what's up? To a girl, hey, what's up?
Hmm.
Like you could tell he's being fake.
Yeah.
And also like if you're too confident, that also matters. Like
Yeah.
be act a little nervous too.
Yeah. I don't want an asshole, you know?
Yeah,
That's
like don't be too good also. And this is why if you're gonna do this shit, you gotta practice. And when I mean practice, I mean you gotta get rejected.
yeah.
And you gotta have and you just cannot get good at this just one time. Well, honestly, if it's spontaneous, it's easier.
Yeah.
But if you're going out just to do this, it's harder.
Yeah.
And like if you just see her and it's random, it's actually much easier.
Yeah.
Like it's just how it is, man. But I'll tell guys, man, it's better not to. I prefer to meet them through doing things. Like if you meditate, go to a meditation
Yeah.
class. If you do poetry, go to a poetry club class. You don't have to get rejected. She doesn't see you as a stranger.
Yeah.
She does.
Right.
You don't creep her out. And also, when you approach her, don't approach her from behind.
No.
You know, like one way to do it is just walk next to her, get a little further, and maybe say hi like that, or maybe from the front, or maybe even at wait till you get at a stop, maybe waiting for the lights,
Yeah.
and just hey, what much better. But there's a way how to approach a woman from behind too, but it's just you just have to do it a certain way,
Yeah.
you know.